He's making pot roast, his favorite recipe.
And then in goes that piece of beef. And we want to saute it, sear it, until both sides are good and dark brown.
Today is the 27th, so I'm going to look on Live Well for his recipes.
Out of the pan. Set that off to the side for a little bit later. And into that pan, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 diced up onions.
Also because he just made a Mexican
and a
bean soup
bacon, just a tiny
with
bit of
pork
bacon.
shoulder before
And
this.
that bacon and the onions is going to cook together. It's going to bring out the smokiness of the bacon, which I love with a pot roast. Great flavors together. Okay, those onions have caramelized just lightly, and the bacon, I can just smell the smokiness. Like a lot of one-pot meals, they sort of happen in steps. And so we've sort of browned the beef, did the onions, and now everything goes into the pot. So we take that big piece of beef, that beef chuck that we browned off. Be sure to put any additional juices that are on the plate. Put them right into the pot. That's where the flavor's at. Everything goes in, and then the liquid is going to be 1 can tomato sauce, 2 cups of red wine. A lot of times people say, what kind of red wine should I put in? You know, for cooking, it doesn't have to be the world's best red wine. I'm going to go ahead and put in 14 ounces of beef broth, 12 cloves of garlic, just roughly chopped up. I love the taste of garlic when it cooks. It just gets sweet. 2 bay leaves, and a tablespoon of thyme leaves. There we go. That's it. I'm going to give it a quick stir just to get everything combined. And then, as soon as it comes to a boil, which is just about there, I put the lid on. And this then is going to go into the oven, 300 degrees. And the reason that we put it in the oven for the 3 hours of cooking it's going to need is because when you're slow cooking something like this, it's better to have the heat sort of go all around it as opposed to just on the bottom of the pot. It makes for a much more gentle cooking. The pot roast has started to become nice and tender, but it's not done yet. Because what we need to do is put the rest of this dish in here, which are a bunch of different vegetables. We're going to go ahead and take 2 pounds of little Yukon Gold potatoes, put those on top of the meat, along with 3 parsnips that are cut up into sort of 2-inch pieces, and 3 carrots, also cut up into some larger pieces. And then I like to put celery root into my pot roast. And this is a celery root. A lot of people are wondering, how do you cut this one up? So basically, to peel it, it's done with a chef knife. You cut the top and the bottom off of the celery root, and then you peel it with the chef knife, just sort of following the contour of the celery root. That's all you do. When you're done peeling it with the knife, then you're ready to dice it up like these right over here. And these then we're going to put into our pot roast. Now you can see that there's a lot of vegetables on top, which is perfectly fine because this goes back in the oven for about another hour, hour and a half, and all those veggies are going to get nice and tender. After it comes out of the oven, you can see the benefits of low and slow cooking. All the vegetables are nice and soft, and the liquid has thickened up, the meat is tender, and if the sauce is still a little too thin for it, you can always put in a little cornstarch and water, but this one is perfect for me. I love the sauce. For more Let's Dish, log on to livewellnetwork.com or like us on Facebook by searching Let's Dish TV show. You can also follow me on Twitter. My handle is LWN Let's Dish. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.
Go on those sites to get his recipes, including the Spanish bean and pork shoulder recipe. Muy deliciosa, the 3 or 4 recipes he shared today. That's the one I want right there, the beans. Oh, and that one had snails in it. Might have to make it without snails, but look, paella. Paella? Whatever. Paella.